At the same time, I cut these other boards or pieces off of the walnut logs. I also slice up some slabs, I guess you could call them. They were meant to be cutting boards, and they're very rough, but I made an attempt to plane them, which seemed to be, I don't know, exhausting. You can see the efforts I made here with this hand planer. The thing is, if I use I have a 13-inch DeWalt stationary planer, but the thing about that is these short little pieces, they get caught and flung, and it's pretty dangerous. So the only thing I could do is attach them to another board and secure them to that other board. Now, this is the problem. These things are very irregular. How do I attach them to stay? This planer, this 13-inch wide DeWalt planer, has a lot of force and velocity, and you know, it can still rip away. So I would have to really think about that. I'm going to try that. That will happen in another video probably, but in the meantime, I'm looking at doing something different with these. Stay tuned for that. So the only way I can explain this is visually. So what I did was, this would be a long board, maybe 4 feet long from here to here, and wide enough to take the walnut piece that will be in the center of it. So it's now going to be planed based and run through the planer based on this length and making this piece more stable. This is kind of a closer, well, how do I hold this in place? This is very rough hewn on the opposite side, both sides actually. So what I thought about doing was putting a board here to support it and a board along the edge. I just didn't draw that one. Something like that. And a board same way on this side. I don't need it at the front because it pulls it that way. So I don't think I do. I would try that. But anyway, to secure that in place so this doesn't move. So when I put this through the planer, this stays stationary. Why am I going through this trouble? Because these little guys, I've even used pieces way bigger than this, and they just get caught by the blades somehow and ripped and flung, and it's very dangerous. So I want to secure this somehow. I would probably, in addition to these framing situations, put something to try to hold this in place. Maybe like carpet tape, double-sided carpet tape. I don't know. I have to try this, which I will do. I'll show you that probably in another video. In the meantime, I continue to try to plane these things down, but it just felt like a exercise in futility, so I stopped doing that. So I was trying to plane these, as you saw, but if you look at it, it's not really that bad on either side. Did some planing over there, but it's not great there. So I thought possibly putting it on a lathe and milling it might be a better option. In any event, I'm going to try that. So I'm going to put this tool in here, close it down, and then go jab into the center of this. And then I'll bring the tailstock up into the other center, the other side, and we'll see how well that works. Okay, again, I cannot do that with one hand. Just turn this on slowly. See if it's square. Looks square. Okay. So why I'm doing this is I am trying to find the most effective, efficient, and quick way of milling down with these boards to make them into, don't even know if this is going to be the center based on the other side. Trial and error. It's the way things go. It's the way things go for me. So we'll just try it out. Okay, that broke. Find the center right there. I think I'm going to tap that with an awl just to get the centers. They don't look like they're in the center, but it'll help give me a start, so I'll do that first. So right there's the center. Little tap. And maybe we'll see that, but I won't do it that hard on that one. So I'm doing that to set it more easily on the this on real slow. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna try it like that. See if I can show it to you. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it better. It's not perfect, but the wood isn't perfect, so we'll see if that works. So I repositioned the banjo and the tailstock to not hit this wood as it flings around. And remember, I'm not going to be taking these corners off, so it'll be I just got to be careful not to get whacked by them, because that might break a bone. So we want to not do that. So I'm ready to start nailing this. I'm not really sure what to do with this. I think I might try to cut this off with an oscillating tool. This is very wet, and I'm wondering if that's why I didn't get a lot of those funky shavings and grabbing, because it's very wet. But and cut this off. I think I'm just gonna publish this video and maybe return to this at a later date. And you know, might crack and be absolutely worthless. Why spend more time on it if it's gonna crack and, you know, break apart? So I think I'll just set it off to the side over there. In the meantime, I found this piece, and I think I used to have some kind of a, well, it's obviously a lamp system with a socket here. Goes over here, and there's a switch hooked up to it and a plug. But I found these pieces, and I thought those might be kind of cool, setting on top of that. Ouch. One there for the other side, and make a little roof for it. I don't know what I'd put on these sides, but that's another project. If you want to see that one, my process of making that, subscribe. And also, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. All right, thanks for watching.